Hey, everyone. Welcome back to English Flowing, the podcast where we don't act like your teachers. We're your two English friends, here for real conversation in real English every single week.
Yes, and if this is your first time listening to us, welcome. I'm Larissa.
And I'm Dom. Every week, the two of us sit down just like this with our coffee and we talk about real life and real feelings, but in clear, simple English, so you can listen, relax, and actually absorb the language instead of feeling like you're sitting in a classroom taking notes.
Exactly. No boring grammar lessons here, just two friends talking, the way friends actually talk.
So, Larissa, before we get into today's topic, let me ask you something small. How was your morning? Be honest with me.
Honestly, Dom, not great. I woke up at 5 in the morning, way before my alarm, and my brain just started running.
Running where exactly?
Everywhere. I picked up my phone just to check the time, and somehow, one small thought turned into 10 thoughts. Before I even realized it, I was lying there in the dark, completely awake, worrying about a conversation I had 3 days ago with a coworker, about something that probably doesn't even matter.
3 days ago? And you were still replaying it at 5 in the morning?
Word for word, Dom. Every sentence, every tone of voice.
Oh, I know that feeling so well. It's like your mind picks a topic in the middle of the night and just refuses to let it go.
It's exhausting, genuinely exhausting, and not even in a physical way, more like a mental, emotional kind of tired, you know? Like you've been running a race all night, but you never even left your bed.
That's such a good way to describe it. And actually, Larissa, that's the perfect way to start today's episode. Because today, we're talking about exactly that experience, overthinking.
And yes, before anyone clicks away, we know that word might sound a little heavy, a little too serious for a podcast.
But trust us on this one. We promise to keep today's conversation light, easy to follow, and warm, like the friends we already are. By the end of this episode, you'll walk away with real words you can use and a few simple tools, not just a heavy feeling sitting in your chest.
So stay with us, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Before we go any further, though, we want to ask you for a small favor. If you're enjoying these conversations, please take a second to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and if you can, share this episode with a friend who's also learning English.
It really does help us more than you might think, and it helps another learner find this podcast too, someone who might need today's topic even more than they realize.
Exactly. And here's a little reason to stay until the very end. We've got a small surprise for you, a free resource that fits perfectly with today's topic, plus a discount on something bigger if you want to go deeper. You really won't want to miss it.
We promise. Okay, so overthinking, something that almost every single person listening right now deals with in some way, big or small.
Almost every one of us, yeah, even people who seem completely calm on the outside.
Especially them sometimes.
So let's break this word down first properly. Overthinking. Let's spell it out together. Overthinking. Overthinking. Put simply, it means thinking about something far too much, especially something negative, until that thought feels much heavier and much bigger than it actually is in real life.
That's such a clear, simple definition, and I think it captures exactly what happened to me this morning.
It really does. The original situation, the thing that actually happened, is usually small, but our mind takes that small thing and it adds layer after layer on top of it until it doesn't feel small anymore at all.
Right. And here's a picture that always helps me understand it better. Imagine a hamster running on a wheel inside its little cage at home.
I can already see where this is going.
The hamster is running and running and running, its little legs moving so fast, but it's not actually going anywhere at all. It's just using all of its energy, staying in exactly the same place over and over again.
Oh, that's exactly what overthinking feels like. You feel busy inside your own head, like something important is happening, like you're working through a problem.
But really, you're just going in circles, using up your energy on a wheel that never actually takes you forward.
Our mind becomes that wheel. We go round and round the same worry, the same conversation, the same what if. And at the end of it, we feel completely tired, but we haven't actually solved anything or moved forward even one single step.
That's so true. And honestly, that's such a relief to hear someone say out loud because it makes you realize it's not just you, it's something so many of us experience.
Exactly. So today, our goal isn't to help you stop thinking completely. Thinking deeply is actually a beautiful thing, and it makes us who we are.
Right. The goal is just to help you notice when your mind has quietly turned into that hamster wheel so you can gently step off it.
So, with that picture in mind, let's talk about 6 things that overthinkers often do, usually without even realizing it.
Number 1. Overthinkers often fall into a spiral, even after a small, ordinary moment, something as simple as a text message or a comment from a friend.
Let's spell that word together. Spiral. S-P-I-R-A-L. A spiral is when something, a thought, a worry, a whole situation, goes round and round, getting bigger and worse with every single turn, almost like water disappearing down a drain.
That's such a clear picture. Has that happened to you recently, Dom?
Constantly, honestly. Let me tell you something that happened to me just last month. I sent my boss a message about a project, just a normal, simple question, and she didn't reply. Not for almost an entire day.
Oh no, I already know where this is going.
Within an hour, my mind had already built an entire story. She was angry with me, I had made some huge, terrible mistake on the project, I was probably going to lose my job soon. My heart was actually racing, Larissa, over a message that simply hadn't been answered yet.
Dom, that's intense.
I know, and here's the truth. The boring, simple truth. She was just in meetings all day long. That's it. No drama at all. Nothing personal, nothing dramatic. But my mind had built an entire spiral, a whole dramatic story out of complete silence.
Wow. I felt that one in my chest, honestly, because I do the exact same thing with my phone, almost every week. One unanswered message, and suddenly I'm imagining the absolute worst.
It's so common, isn't it? Our brain hates silence, hates not knowing, so it fills that empty space with a story, usually the most negative version possible.
And we believe that story completely, like it's already true.
Exactly. So here's a little phrase for you to remember for moments just like this. Silence is not always a story. Don't let your mind write one for you.
I love that. Write it down, everyone, seriously.
Number 2. Overthinkers often hesitate, even with the smallest, simplest decisions in their daily life.
Let's spell that word. Hesitate. Hesitate. To hesitate means to pause, to wait, because you feel unsure or nervous. And that small pause can delay a decision for far, far longer than it actually needs to take.
This one is so you, Larissa. Tell us your story.
Okay, fine. A while back, I wanted to message an old friend, someone I hadn't spoken to in months. Just a simple message, hey, how are you? I miss you. Let's catch up sometime.
That sounds easy enough, honestly.
It should have been so easy. But I opened the message, I typed it out, and then I deleted it. Typed it again, changed one single word, read it back 5 times, and then deleted it again.
How long did this go on for?
2 weeks, Dom. 2 entire weeks for one short message.
2 weeks for a hey, how are you? That's incredible in a slightly painful way.
I know. But in my head, I kept thinking, what if it sounds weird after all this time? What if too much time has already passed and it's awkward now? What if she's actually moved on and doesn't even want to hear from me anymore?
So your mind created 10 different versions of a conversation that hadn't even happened yet.
10 at least, maybe more. And the funny thing is, when I finally sent it, she replied within 5 minutes. So happy to hear from me, and we ended up talking for an hour.
Of course she did. That is so relatable, though. I genuinely think every single person listening right now has a message sitting unsent in their phone at this very moment.
Probably true. And here's our little phrase for this one. Done is better than perfect. Just send the message, friends.
Number 3, and this one's a short one, a punchy one. Overthinkers are very often perfectionists too.
Let's spell that. Perfectionist. Perfectionist. A perfectionist is someone who needs everything they do to be perfect, completely flawless. And because of that, they're almost never fully satisfied with their own work, even when it's actually very good.
Oh, this one hits very close to home for me, honestly. I rewrote one single email 5 separate times last week.
5 times for one email?
5 times, changing one word here, one sentence there, reading it again and again, looking for some hidden mistake. And it was a message that the other person probably read in about 10 seconds and never thought about again.
I believe you completely. We tell ourselves that being a perfectionist makes our work better, more impressive.
But really, most of the time, it just quietly steals our time, our energy, and our peace without giving us very much in return.
So here's the phrase for today. Good enough is often truly good enough.
Number 4, overthinkers very often feel deeply anxious about things that haven't even happened yet and may never happen at all.
Let's spell that word. Anxious. Anxious. Anxious means feeling worried, nervous, or uneasy, usually about something uncertain that's coming in the future.
This one is a big one for you, isn't it, Larissa?
Such a big one, honestly. Before any flight, even a short one, even one I've taken 100 times before, I lie in bed the night before and imagine absolutely everything that could possibly go wrong.
Like what, exactly?
The flight being delayed for hours, losing my luggage somewhere, forgetting something important at home, getting sick during the trip. The list just keeps growing the longer I lie there.
And does any of that usually actually happen?
Almost never, statistically speaking. Maybe once in years of traveling. But my body doesn't seem to know that or care about the statistics at all. My heart beats faster, my stomach feels tight, all because of a thought. A story in my own head, not because of anything real that's actually happening to me right now.
That's genuinely powerful when you think about it, that our minds can create such real physical feelings, fear, a racing heart, a tight stomach, from something that exists only in our imagination that hasn't actually happened.
It really is powerful and a little frightening too, if I'm honest. Our body reacts to the imagined danger exactly the same way it would react to a real one standing right in front of us.
So your nervous system can't always tell the difference between a real threat and an imagined one.
Exactly, which is why learning to notice it matters so much, so we can gently remind ourselves in that moment that we're safe right now, in this exact moment.
And here's our phrase for this one. Most of what we fear never actually arrives.
I love that one. I might need to write that one on a sticky note for my mirror.
Number 5, another short one. Overthinkers often feel completely overwhelmed by simple, ordinary, everyday tasks.
Let's spell that word. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means feeling like you have far too much to handle, too much to think about, all crashing down at the exact same time.
I had this happen recently with something as simple as cleaning my apartment of all things. I stood in the middle of my living room, ready to start, and instead of just picking something up, my mind made an entire list instantly of every single thing that was wrong with the whole apartment, all at once.
And then it feels almost impossible to even begin, doesn't it?
Completely impossible. One small, easy task somehow became this giant, heavy mountain inside my head before I had even touched the single thing.
I know that mountain so well. So here's our phrase. You don't have to carry the whole mountain at once. Just take the next small step in front of you.
And number 6, our last one. Overthinkers often need constant reassurance again and again from the people around them.
Let's spell that word. Reassurance. Reassurance. Reassurance means words or small actions from someone else that make you feel safe, calm, and a little less worried inside.
Tell us about a moment with this one, Larissa.
Okay, I remember a moment with my sister not too long ago. I asked her, "Are you sure you're not upset with me about something?" And she said, calmly, "No, Larissa, I'm completely fine." And then, about 10 minutes later, I asked her again.
The exact same question again?
The exact same question, word for word. And she just looked at me a little tired and said, "Larissa, I already told you 10 minutes ago." And honestly, she was right to be a little annoyed.
That's such an honest, vulnerable thing to admit out loud.
It's true, though, and I think it's important to say it. I wasn't asking again because I didn't believe her answer. I was asking because my own mind, deep down, simply didn't believe me, no matter what she said.
That is so true and so deeply human. Overthinkers often need to hear the truth again and again, not because the other person is lying, but because our own inner thoughts are so loud, so insistent, that one calm answer doesn't always quiet them down.
Exactly that. And here's our final phrase. Peace doesn't come from outside. It has to be gently built from the inside.
Beautifully said, Larissa. Okay, so now that we've named all 6 things overthinkers often do, let's talk about what we can actually do about it. Real, small, daily habits. Nothing extreme, nothing complicated, nothing that requires hours of your day.
I love this part. Okay, habit number 1. Write your thoughts down on paper. Every single morning, even for just 5 short minutes.
Why does that small habit help so much, do you think?
Because thoughts that stay inside your head can run in circles forever, endlessly. But the moment you write them down on actual paper, they're forced to stop moving, and you can finally look at them clearly, almost like looking at them from the outside.
That makes so much sense. Okay, habit number 2. Set yourself a timer for small decisions. Give yourself just 5 minutes to decide something small, like what to eat for dinner or what to wear in the morning, instead of letting your mind hesitate for an entire hour over something so minor.
I genuinely need that one in my life.
We all do, honestly. And habit number 3. Try something called grounding, especially in the moments when you feel your mind starting to spiral.
Let's spell that one out. Grounding. Grounding. Grounding means using your senses, what you can see, hear, smell, or touch, to gently bring your mind back to the present moment, away from the spiral, away from the story it's telling you.
How does that actually work in a practical, everyday sense?
It's so simple, honestly, but it really does work. Look around the room you're in right now and name 5 things you can see. Then notice 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can touch, and just breathe slowly while you do it.
And that small exercise pulls your mind back from the future or the past into right now.
Exactly, into this exact ordinary moment, which is usually far calmer than the story your mind has been telling you.
3 small habits, nothing fancy at all, but they genuinely, truly work if you give them a real chance.
All right, let's slow down for a moment and do a quick word tour, reviewing everything we've learned together today.
First word, overthinking. Thinking about something far too much until it feels heavier than it really is. For example, I couldn't sleep last night because I was overthinking a small comment my friend made. Or, don't try to overthink it. Just send the message already.
Next word, spiral. When a thought or a whole situation goes round and round, getting worse with every turn. After one unanswered text, his mind went into a complete spiral. Or, don't let a small worry turn into a full spiral.
Next, hesitate. To pause because you feel unsure, which delays a decision longer than necessary. She hesitated for a long time before answering the question. Or, don't hesitate, friends, just go for it.
And next, perfectionist. Someone who needs everything to be perfect and is rarely satisfied with the result. He's such a perfectionist that he rewrites every single email 5 times. Or, being a perfectionist can actually slow you down more than it helps.
Next word, anxious. Feeling worried or nervous about something, usually something uncertain in the future. I always feel anxious before a flight, even short ones. Or, she felt anxious about her exam results all weekend.
Next, overwhelmed. Feeling like you have far too much to handle, all at the exact same time. He felt completely overwhelmed by all the tasks on his list. Or, don't let the small things make you feel overwhelmed.
Next, reassurance. Words or actions from someone else that make you feel safe and less worried. She needed a little reassurance that everything was truly okay. Or, a bit of reassurance from a friend can completely change your whole day.
And finally, our last word, grounding. Using your senses to bring your mind gently back to the present moment. When I feel anxious, I use grounding to calm myself down. Or grounding exercises really do help during a stressful, overwhelming day.
8 powerful, youthful words, and now, honestly, they're yours to use in real conversations in real life.
Before we close today's episode, we want to say one more thing. Gently, and quite honestly, this might be the most important part.
Please go ahead.
None of what we shared today means you have to completely fix yourself, or stop thinking deeply forever, or somehow become a totally different person overnight by tomorrow morning.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Thinking deeply about your life, your relationships, your choices is actually a beautiful, meaningful thing. It only quietly becomes a problem when it stops you from actually living, from resting, from enjoying the simple, ordinary moment that's right in front of you, right now.
Exactly that. So if today you don't journal, you don't try grounding, you don't do a single one of the habits we mentioned, and you just choose to rest instead, that is completely okay too. Rest is not laziness. Slowness is not failure, no matter what your mind might whisper to you.
Being human with a busy, noisy, sometimes anxious mind is completely okay, completely normal. We're not asking you to be perfect at managing your thoughts, ever. We're simply inviting you to gently notice them with a little more kindness toward yourself than usual.
That's really all today was about deep down. Awareness, not pressure. Noticing, not fixing.
Okay, let's bring everything together now before we say goodbye. Today, we talked about 6 things overthinkers often do. Falling into a spiral after small moments, hesitating over the simplest decisions, being a perfectionist about everything, feeling anxious about a future that hasn't happened yet, feeling overwhelmed by small, ordinary tasks, and needing constant reassurance from the people around them.
And we shared 3 simple, doable habits: writing your thoughts down each morning, setting a timer for small decisions, and using grounding whenever your mind starts to race away from you.
Now, here's our question for you in the comments below. What's one small thought that you've been overthinking lately? Just answer in one simple sentence in English. It's wonderful writing practice, and we genuinely, truly read every single comment.
We really do. And if you'd like to go even a little deeper into today's topic, we've created a short, completely free guide full of daily phrases for calming an overthinking mind. You'll find the link down in the description. And if you'd like the full version with even more, just use the code FLOWING for a nice discount.
So please remember before you go, today wasn't wasted time at all. You didn't just listen passively, you actually invested in yourself and in your English, one sentence at a time.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Truly, keep flowing in English and in life.
See you in the next episode, friends. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Take care of your mind.
Feel free to watch more videos here